Всем, кто попал на мой канал, доброго времени суток. Мы продолжаем проходить Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Уже подходим ближе к концу. Я думаю, осталось серии 2-3. Может быть, даже это будет последняя. По названию вы увидите, если кому-то это будет интересно.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this gem. You just brought
Надо. Что-то.
Now wait a second. How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this. They hopped a freight train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
Я понял, где он.
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James
that...
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again.
Что с ним только что было?
It's all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Плохо всадил. Здравствуйте. Добрый день. Давай.
Belly full of buckshot. Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you. I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Это не
Boy,
те же,
you
что ли?
gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But you
ball.
seriously think that tired old man went
Да,
toe
сейчас
to
не
toe
те же
with
вагоны.
Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!" It's the damn Pinkertons! Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker. but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Не ожидал. Ну хотя я ожидал, но почему-то я нажал, и не сработал. Лазь, скотина. Иди отсюда. А, о. Я тебе сказал. Кто? Да ё-моё, ну. Их здесь никогда не было. Ну как никогда, в смысле, на прошлых вагонах. Ладно, все. Но тут нет никого, кто меня убил.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder? Yeah,
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
Интересно, там вот что-нибудь есть, нет? Ух ты. И тот-то был.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
Да ладно тебе, ну. Прям же в него стрельнул, ну как так-то? Ты глянь. Да как ты это делаешь-то, ну?
I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Jesse hired a damn army after Northfield. Guess he didn't want to be outgunned like that ever again. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Well, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Guess I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Ладно. Я просто заметил одну интереснее.
Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes,
Это
I
все,
did.
это последний.
Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Это что у нас? Да вот, наверное, это.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Что-то не получилось, да? Ну все, отдыхай, дядя, ну. Хватит с себя. Я тебе сказал, отдыхай. Ну залезь ты, ну ё-моё. Все, ты прыгать что ли не умеешь. Кто там еще, ну?
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Да включи ты. А чё, нет, ну что?
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Да ё-моё. Ладно, сейчас. Ух ты! Всего по 5 не делают, да? Красиво. А, по потрошкам у нас все плохо, конечно.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Да ё-моё, я ж сел. Я думаю, поможет. Ну ладно. Ну честно сел. О. Да ладно, чё?
It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
Я не понял. А чё он сдох? Чё, упал, что ли? Да ну ладно тебе.
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah.
Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
Уводит его. Ну давай! Хана. Не хана.
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Ладно, нормально. И пасхалки все нашли. Секретки, точнее. И все. Кстати, третью главу подряд все находим. Неплохо. Долгие загрузочки.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. A perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the rest and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Indians?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Здравствуйте. Чего? Ко мне кто вблизи, что ли, подошел, или он все-таки меня завалил? Чем? Но вам надо? Что ты? Ой, я не понимаю, как я не попал по нему. Что за звуки были? Ать, не попал. Ать, не добежал. Обидно.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul. Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men. And the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
Да ладно вам, ну.
Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men. And the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
So, did you ever find him? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see, with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son-bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing. I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Даже не видать их отсюда. Фига себе ты. Но он себе даже позицию спалил. Где-то там. Я по нему не попаду. Зачем побежал, фиг его знает. Хотя мог бы. Винтовка все-таки неплохая. Почему он скользит вниз, я не понимаю. Вот он вниз скользит, кстати. Да что ты, ну... Как дикий. Да ё-моё. Тихо.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Да возьми ты эту, а. Что ты делаешь, а? Ага, понял.
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Я уже... Ладно. Допустим.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
That son of a bitch! Take him out! He's just one man! Put him down!
Ух ты, тихо. А! Это что было? Зачем? Ох, вообще. Такой фигни я от него не ожидал. И от себя тоже. Ты что ты делаешь там, говно? Есть еще? Конечно, есть. Получай.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life! Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will! At this point, I just don't give a shit!
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him! I never did like that bastard! I am done here!
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
О, я думаю, меня сейчас выкинут здесь. Ну, а я его, кстати, могу завалить даже. Попробуем? Ладно, не надо.
So, what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts. I was determined not to let that murderer escape my
прицел прям в
revenge
него
again.
был направлен. Ну как это так вообще?
But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that son of a bitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him? Can't believe it.
Эй-эй-эй, за камень. Да блин. Никак я не могу привыкнуть к этой фигне. Ого. Как бы не видел. Ну сильно давит, сильно. Так, ну это ладно. Сейчас я вас тогда вот так вот. Ать. Ать туда. Ну что это будет? Да как ты не сдох-то до сих пор, ну? А еще что ли? Да сколько у вас, ну? Что ты сделал? Ты сдох уже, нет? Все.
Eventually,
Слава тебе
it
Богу.
was just me and Reed.
Дуэль.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Ну опять вдвоем. Вот замедление оно какое-то непонятное, вот, на самом деле. Он как-то быстро это делает, а у меня пуля медленнее летит. Хотя фиг его знает. Я даже не попал. Ладно. Сейчас. Вот так.
And repay him I did. Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame he never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him. Six months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
По сути, 2 главы мы... Ну, давайте еще одну. Время мало прошло. Поэтому можно еще одну сделать. Тем более интересно.
For 40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now. Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again.
Сначала я не понял, что надо делать. Ладно, сейчас. Я думал, он это... Как всегда. Оп, так. И сам так будет дальше.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
But for all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Это у нас последний такой главный злодей. Ща мы ему даем. И все. Фига ты. Ах ты, зараза-то, ну. Я думал, он сдохнет. Ну ладно. Сейчас все будет. Нам куда? Туда? Да.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I'd been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly, it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
А, здесь, что ли? Ну, здесь так здесь.
The town was falling apart, just like me.
Надеюсь, я туда идут хоть. Что-то не пойму. Тут честно не понимаю, куда. Сюда так просто не залезешь. Ладно. Я думаю, это немного не так, как надо было. Ну и ладно. Какая разница? Что? Что-то вообще ничего не понимаю.
But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Who the hell is that old man?
Ясен. Видели, да? 2 выстрела выдержал. Ах ты.
Bury that old asshole.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
We've got company.
В конце прям одни бои.
Who the hell is that old man?
Тогда так. Тихо.
Put that geezer in the ground.
Сами себя завалили там. Да ты еще жив, что ли? Ну? Так, секунду.
Who the hell is that old man?
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, and there, even over there.
Ай-яй-яй.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Что? Что происходит? Вы его там напоили, что ли?
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
Дом, походу, вообще сопли. Так как ты там, ну? Да ну, нифига.
And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Блин. Напоили дядю, а мне играть за него. Что ж с тобой не так-то, ну? Не видать же даже, да? скотина. Все, что ли?
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Ну это закончится, нет? Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Хватит там плести, да ну.
Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Откуда вы опять? Почему все сзади-то? Ну. Как ты не сдох? Да ладно тебе, ну.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next.
Хватит!
I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Да это невыносимо, это когда... Ну это вообще, я не знаю, как это сделать.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Они идут просто с разных сторон сейчас. Даже спрятаться негде. Еще тумана не видать нифига. Ну.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next.
Сдохни ты, ну! Давай сюда! Да сядь ты, господи! Я не знаю, это вообще жестко.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan.
На этом моменте игра крашнула, поэтому всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.